Fearless, here's everything you need to know this Wednesday morning. The IMF slashed its global growth forecast, citing several factors that could trigger a world recession. The fund said global GDP is on track to slow down to 3.2% for the full year. That's a significant cut from its April forecast of 3.6% growth for 2022. They also downgraded their 2023 growth projection to 2.9% from their April estimate of 3.6%. IMF Chief Economist Pierre-Olivier Gouinchard says the world is approaching the brink of a global recession only 2 years after the last one.
The global economy, still reeling from the pandemic and Russia's invasion of Ukraine, is facing an increasingly gloomy and uncertain outlook. Many of the downside risks flagged in our April World Economic Outlook have begun to materialize. Higher than expected inflation, especially in the United States and major European economies, is triggering a tightening of global financial conditions. China's slowdown has been worse than anticipated amid COVID-19 outbreaks and lockdowns, and there have been further negative spillovers from the war in Ukraine.
Now, over here, the Okta Research Group flags that the actual number of COVID cases in the country might be 20 times higher than what is being reported. In an interview with the chiefs, Okta Research fellow Guido David said local COVID cases is unlikely to hit the 19,000 projection of the DOH by end August. But David said the only reason for that is the significantly lower testing rate we're seeing now.
Maybe if our testing was the same as last year, we might get to 19,000. I mean, of course, aware naman kami na the true number of infections is likely higher. We have a multiplier in mind na it could be maybe 20 times higher than the current number. So if it's 2,000 cases per day right now, times 20, that's 40,000 already.
And here are the other headlines we're following this morning. Internet providers commit to increase their investments in network expansion. Both PLDT and Converge said they are heeding President Marcos Jr.'s directive to provide better connectivity across the country. The Marcos administration has come up with an 8-point socio-economic agenda to reduce the country's poverty rate to a single digit. Economic managers say they will focus on addressing rising prices and the crippling impact of the pandemic on the economy. And Malacanang confirms that the vape bill has lapsed into law earlier this week. Health experts expressed their disappointment as they vow to continue their appeals against the newly enacted law. And those are the top stories of the hour. Join us again at 9 a.m. as we continue to monitor the day's biggest stories. You can also catch One News on Signal Play. Register an account now at signalplay.com.ph so you can stream One News live anytime, anywhere. Coming right up is Agenda at 8 a.m. I'm Jess De Los Santos. Mask on, wash hands, and stay safe. Philippines, we are One News.